Va.
Das ist schön, man muss man benutzen.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, you can just either type, let me know.
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you. I
I
decided to
decided
mute
to
everybody. Sorry.
Okay, okay,
There
okay.
were
Thank
lots
you.
of background noise there.
All right. So, I am one of the team member for the organizing team for the HackBio, and we are happy to have you on this evening. So, without wasting much of your time, I will go straight into the introduction. HackBio is one of the first, if not the first, in Africa and probably the world to start an internship for graduates and for people who are interested into silicon studies, into bioinformatics, and other skill acquiring technique. So we are very much happy to have every one of you, and this shows that you are very much interested in acquiring one or two skills in the course of this internship. So, HackBio, this is the first edition, and that is why we're happy to have you. This is the first edition, and we hope that subsequent times we'll have other editions too that can accommodate more than we have at the moment. So, our plan as a team before this came up was to create an avenue for people to acquire skills, not just skills, skills that will make them relevant in making decisions when it comes to biological decisions, when it comes to invention and intervention. Just like the present situation now where the world is being ravaged by coronavirus, we are a team that want to build capacity and help people learn how to use computational data, come up with good research information that can help pharmaceutical companies in bringing about solutions to some of the health problems. So I once again want to welcome every member of the team, and I am super happy to have you on this orientation program. Next, I'll be calling on one of our program organizer to continue from here while he will intimate you with the overview of what you are about to start. Thank you.
Okay. My name is my name is Wally. I've been the one that, that has been disturbing you guys on the Slack workspace. Uh, the previous speaker was Samson. Okay, so my name is Wally Ogunleye. I'm a student, a graduate student, anyways, of bioinformatics in Moscow, in Russia. So the I'm going to give you a brief overview of what the internship entails. So once again, I want to inform everybody that the internship is not a tutorial per se. It's not as if we are organizing classes. It's not a do as I do regular kind of workshop. It's not a workshop. It's not a tutorial. It's an internship. So an internship is expected to give you the real life experience. It's supposed to give you what you will experience, assuming you are in a laboratory, assuming you are, for example, assuming you are a graduate student or you're a PhD or you are doing your thesis, you are writing your thesis. So what you are supposed to experience, the kind of things, the kind of orders you are supposed to cross, that's what we are going to give to you here. We are not giving you, we are not here to spoon feed you. You are here because you have some basic level of biology, and then you are ready to learn new things, learn new methods, and see how you can make important meaning and sense with it. So that said, So by the end of this internship, we expect that everybody should have honed at least a bioinformatics skill, and then yeah, you get certified. If you get to the final stage, you get a T-shirt, and then if you also get to the final stage, you are going to have whatever research you perform, whatever research you team up with your friends or your colleagues here to do, you are going to get a you are going to get first authorship for such article. So yes, we've shared the guide with everybody, and we believe you've gone through it. And once again, we really want to appreciate the energy, the what has been going on so far in the Slack workspace. It has really been interesting. We are so happy to have all of you. In fact, I can see in the help channel that some people have questions, and we're already providing answers even before the internship purpose. And I think that's the kind of energy we want. We want to create an ecosystem for bioinformaticians, for computational biologists, for biologists generally, to be able to network, collaborate, and do interesting things together. So to also enable all of us to follow best practices, we are going to provide, we have an interesting team of mentors. They are not on this call because this is not their call. We had their call about 2 weeks ago, and they already know that you guys are here today. They are already waiting for you. They've been waiting for you for about 2 weeks now. And we are really happy. We sincerely appreciate the energy. We sincerely appreciate the don't let me say anxiety, but we appreciate the charge that's going on. We appreciate the charge that's going on. And we hope to be able to build something interesting with you guys. So now once again, there are going to be 5 stages: stages 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, stage 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And okay, sorry. There are going to be stages 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for each stage, you need you need to carry out a particular task to be able to move to the next stage. If you do not solve a particular task well enough, you may not move to the next stage. So that's just about that. And the tasks are not very difficult tasks, but as at stage 0, stage 1, and stage 2, they are tasks to ensure that we have guys that are ready to learn, guys that are ready to work, guys that are ready to team up with people irrespective of their country, irrespective of their nationality, and they are ready to deliver under 2 weeks. They're ready to carry out the research under 2 weeks. And by the end of the 2 weeks, we should have a manuscript ready for publication, not just a draft, the final draft that is ready for publications. And our mentors are fully ready, they are fully aware, and they are ready for these tasks. Once again, okay, when we get to the Q&A session, we'll talk about some of the questions that some of you have been asking, but I hope I've been able to touch some of them while I've been talking. So the next, I would call on JK right now. So I will have to unmute him so that he can also introduce. He's the program manager for the event, so he's going to, he's going to be disturbing you guys a lot. So not disturbing in the literal sense, but I'm coming. I'm trying to unmute it. So it's going to be your program manager for the event, and hopefully you work well with him. He's going to work well with everybody, and you make this place a very interesting experience for all of us. Okay, I think Okay, sorry. I think he has there is network issue. There's network issue with him. Um, Let me quickly cover up for his space. He wanted to explain the workspace to us. So there have been lots of questions. I will share my screen now, and then I will explain. So I will explain what the Slack space is about. So first of all, I think my workspace font is very small. Let me try and increase it. So I'm trying to increase my. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to make it bold so that everybody can see it. So yes, the this is the we call this place HackBio office. This is the primary channel for every day. You should try and at least come to this workspace and see. This is the official information channel. Any announcement coming out from the organizers of the event, this is our primary uh, information channel. Any information you don't get here, I can assure you that it is valid from us, except there is an internal, maybe your team, maybe your team has an information to share. Yeah, that's another different thing. So the next, this is Akbar office. So you can, and on this page, you can only send. We are the only ones that can send messages here. You cannot send message on this platform. You can only reply in a thread just like this. And yes, we want to encourage everybody to use threads so that the workspace doesn't get rough or, let's say, disorganized. Everybody, when we use threads, when I send a message here, for example, you can reply to the thread here and then send your response. So whoever sent that message will be able to monitor the progress and the questions people have about a particular chat, or let's say a message that has been sent. So the next, we already have different locked channels. When the right time comes, you'll be deployed to your different channels based on the BIOS stacks you selected. So yes, we already have very good people that are already providing help. You can see Suritra. I think he has already been. I really like his energy. Thank you, Mr. Suritra. Maybe Mr. or Mrs. I'm not sure. So journal club. Yeah, in the journal club, this is just to discuss articles. For example, we can be having weekly article discussion. You can have an article you want to discuss. You can bring it up here and then explain and ask people for information, stuff like that. Very interesting stuff like that. And then we also enabled PubMed search, and you can easily use it. PubMed, you can easily search for, let's say, for example, cytokines. Hopefully it works. Okay, it's going to work again now. Yeah, so it's going to bring you articles related to cytokines. Just stuff like that, and then you can search. If you, for example, if you have an article, because we want you to see this internship as, for example, you are in a laboratory, and we are the laboratory, what will I call it? We are the laboratory guys, more like the laboratory manager. We are the ones managing the laboratory, while the mentors are your supervisors, like your thesis supervisors. So it's about you, really. It's not much of, it's not much about us. It's about you. It's about you it's about your research in the workspace. So we encourage you, whenever you have a challenge, you communicate with us, come to help channel, ask, somebody will be there to help you most of the time. Resources. So I saw a message here. So the resources page is for you as well. It's not we are not the one regulating the resources page. It's a space where you can help someone. If you see an interesting article, share it here. If you see a guide, for example, a technical guide that can help someone who is in need, share it here. If you see on how to install Linux, on how to use R, share it here. On how to use Python, share it. So this is just a resource for you and your friends. Share with anybody. Share anything you have, anything you feel might be good and interesting to everybody. So this is the submissions page. It's a locked channel. We'll add only your team leads to this channel. Only team leads will be added to this channel, and then they will this is the right place to submit when you have completed your tasks. So random as well. Yeah, this is the non-official, non-academic, like the workspace description. It's cooler, water cool conversations, and then you can interact with everybody, and you can even talk about movies in this channel. You can talk about movies, you can talk about songs. And finally, a very important channel. We name this place Body Thomas. It's a song. It was inspired by a song inspired by Master KG's Skeleton Move from South Africa. If you are from South Africa, you probably know him. So this is the road that will lead you home. If you do not abide by our rules. And the most important rule of the internship is that you should not abuse anyone. Please do not abuse anyone. Respect each other, respect each other's culture, respect each other's opinion, respect. That's just the basic thing. Network. If you are not comfortable about somebody's idea, explain why you are not comfortable and let everything be smooth, let everything be okay. So that's everything. I think that's all I have to say about the workspace. So really, it's about you. It's about how much you can derive from the internship. How much you can network, how much you can collaborate with guys around, and then from there, you can really make important use of the internship. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to stop sharing now. So I'll call on Samson again. Is this Samson? Sorry. Okay, I'll call on Emmanuel to explain, because if you saw one of our adverts, it was about, we said learn, earn, and publish. So I've talked about the learn, I've talked about the publish. So it's coming to talk about the earn. It's not my jurisdiction. I really do not like money. So I'm going to call on Emmanuel. I'm coming. Yeah, I will meet him. Okay. So Emmanuel, please, the floor is yours.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's really, really great to be here. Once again, you're welcome to HackBio, yes, which is all about virtual internship, basically on bioinformatics and related. Yes, you've heard a lot from Wale about the program and how it proceeds. So I'm actually the financial manager for this internship. I'm a graduate of biochemistry, and currently I work with the pharmaceutical industry. So my eyes on drug discovery. You are welcome once again. It's great to have you all here from different parts of the world. We've seen names, we've seen how it's all proceeds, we've seen chats on Slack. I must tell you that the end part really intrigues me. Like Wally said, he doesn't like money. Well, I really like money. I love to deal with money. You'll be wondering why a biochemist is anchoring money. I really love to handle money, and I really love to make a lot of it, and also to use it properly. Yes, use money properly. So the end part of it, once again, I must tell you that as you proceed basically third stage, into the third stage, just consider yourself earning from there. Sometimes when I earn money from things like this, I always feel privileged, and I always give myself some accolades, because this is just what sometimes what some people need, but can't render the service that brings such. So uh, entry stage three, we're providing you some funds. I might not really like to mention the funds here, but I must tell you that they are really, really interesting funds. And also when you get to stage four, so imagine you proceed into the third stage and the fourth stage. You are earning money from every stage that you get into. This can be a drive, and it should be. So you get into stage four, you are already collating some funds into your bank account, which can really help you to do a lot. And finally, we have some gifts, some gifts. Yes, that's also for finalists. Now, I mean, for those that get into the last stage, we have T-shirts for all the participants who get into the first stage. Have T-shirts for them. Don't worry, wherever you are, they'll get to you. I'm in charge of that. I'm in charge of that. So also for our mentors, we have uh, things we are using to appreciate them, but I won't be saying that since they are not here. And also, you should be aware that on the final stage, they will also be judged, like those winning the winning team will be judged by our sponsors. So you are also welcome, welcome, welcome. This HackBio, and this is the first version of it. We look forward to more of this, more of this, and you're just welcome. You're just welcome. All if I were to be an intern in something like this, all my aim will be to get to the fourth stage, to the fifth stage, which is the final stage, stage four. To get there, no, what do you need to get there? Everything is just about dedication and being ready to learn it on the go. That's the key word here. Yes, learning on the go. You might not really know how to do some things, but since you are ready to learn, before you know it, you just get to find out, oh, you've learned this, and you're moving into the next stage. Yes, thanks for having me here. I'm glad to be part of this team and also part of HackBio. Thanks, thanks, and thanks. So, uh,
Yeah,
hello, Wale.
you can probably mute yourself. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
you're
So
welcome.
once again, I just want to mention something. We do not owe you money, but if you, it's a kind of compensation. We are not trying to pay for your participation, or we are trying to pay for your brain here. It's just to incentivize it and make the internship interesting. Okay, so it's not as if we can it's not as if we can quantify or place value, monetary value on your brain. No, no, no. It's just a way to appreciate you guys for your hard work. Even though you don't know us, we don't know you, or you are still, and yet you are still trying to connect with guys. You are still trying to believe in our vision, and then it's not it's just to make it more interesting, really. So right now we are just going to move into Q&A, because I think we have 34 questions on the Slido. I'm going to talk about the Slido questions first. So if you have questions, just use the chat. Is the chat screen open? Enable participants screen share. Okay, no, it's not open. So I'm looking for. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to, but before then, If you have a question, please use our Slido website, the Slido question and answer form. I'm getting a lot of mails here. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of mails from those that are on YouTube. I think they're having issues with. Oh. There's okay. Hopefully they get to settle it. It's some people can access it while some cannot access it. I think it's about the internet. So first of all, the first question is from, okay, I don't need to mention the person's name. We have, am I to download all tools? If no, how do I know the relevant tools for my area of specialization? You don't need to download all tools. As the stages progress, the right tools, you would know them. It's about you, really. It's about you. If you are already into drug discovery, you might have some idea of some softwares to download. So you don't need to download any tool for now. We've given you the set of essential apps you need for this internship. We said Slack, and we mentioned Putty. For those that don't know Putty, I think Putty is just a sorry, let me minimize this. Yeah. So Putty is a free SSH client, and if you have Linux already, you don't need Putty. And if you have Windows 10, you don't need Putty as well. There is a Windows 10 client for Ubuntu. So there is a Windows 10 client for Ubuntu. You can install directly from Microsoft Store. Yeah, you can install directly from Microsoft Store. It's free, okay? So, and the third one is RStudio. So for the RStudio, if you can use Python, fine. If you can use Python pandas, it's fine. Especially for those that are into data analysis. If you can use Python, it's fine. It's fine. So you don't have any issue. Sorry. I'm currently in Moscow, so it's trying to ask me some funny questions. So I'm not sure if I totally understand the elimination process. Can we have a discussion on it? So yes, once again, before the end of every week, every stage, we have 5 stages, and every stage is a week. So by the end of that week, if you do not deliver your tasks, you would move to Bode Thomas channel, and from there, if you still cannot deliver, we will try as much as possible to be lenient, because we don't want you to be out because of internet, or because maybe you have peculiar issues. Sorry, I need someone wants to help us to manage the YouTube. So I would just give me like a few minutes. I need to share something. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. So so by the end of that week, if you have still not, upon our leniency, if you have not delivered yet, you are probably going to leave. You just realize you cannot log into the workspace again. We are very sorry everybody is not going to get to the final stage, but we are very sorry if you have to be in that position. So yeah, and again, we are going to share a calendar of all the events, so you have an idea of the deadlines. You have an idea of, there are some very, very busy weeks. This is going to probably be the easiest week so that we're going to have. So after this week, It's going to be really, 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 it's going to be really complex, and not complex, but demanding. It's going to be demanding. So, can some of the applications work on phone? I do not know if any bioinformatics software works on a mobile phone. I don't know that. I really do not know that. I know of a I know of a software for visualizing proteins, just for visualization, NGK mode, I think. But I don't think it can perform anything serious. So it's good you have a PC. If you don't have one, maybe you can rent one. I think there are rental services. There are rental services around to rent PC in Nigeria. I know some in Nigeria. I know some in Moscow. If you're in Moscow, I don't know about your country, but try as much as ask a friend. Okay, you should not need more than 8 hours per week, roughly 8 hours. So if you can borrow your PC, maybe 4 hours distributed over 2 days, or 2 days over 4 days, you should be able to deliver. Could you clarify on the two students? We've answered that. Do we need to be an expert? No, you don't need to be an expert. You can learn on the go, ask questions, collaborate, network. That's all. That's all you need to do. So what will be the activities of the first stage? So we are going to give you the activities of the first stage today. The internship starts today. So the activities are going to drop before the end of today. The first set of activities are going to drop today. Another round will drop tomorrow. So before the end of Friday, you should have submitted, and by Sunday, promotion and deactivation would happen. So can we still change the track we choose? Yeah, you can still change. For the first 2 weeks, we are not going to be. It's not based on your track or your bio stack rather. It's more of general collaboration. We want you to. If you don't want to network, we'll ensure that you network. If you don't know how to collaborate on digital workspace, we are going to ensure you collaborate. There is live lectures. Okay, no, there are no lectures. We are not offering lectures. We are not teachers. I'm not a professor, so I can't teach. I probably have people who are professors on the workspace, so I don't think I'm in the right position, or we are in the right position. So we are just organizers. We are like your laboratory managers, typical laboratory technicians. We are going to provide everything you need. If it were to be a real life experience, you are probably going to be needing ethanol, reagents, H2SO for water, stuff like that. But in this case, this is bioinformatics. If you need water, I would direct you to, I think you can download water on Popkin. So I would direct you there and you go and download water there. Hello, I'm about chemistry. I'm currently in my final year studying biochemistry. What step can we make to make this most of the internship professional wise? I really do not understand this question. Professional wise. Yeah, you are going to get certified if that's what you're asking about. You are going to get certificate, but that's if you get to the final stage, you're going to get a certificate and it's going to be verifiable. It's going to be verifiable. It's not a certificate that anybody can just create and clone. It's going to be verifiable, just like Amazon Web Service or Google Cloud certification, which are also verifiable. You're going to get verified. Once you get the certificate, if you present it somewhere, they have to send us a text. Or we wanted to make it open before, but based on current GDPR practices, we are not going to do it that way. They have to send us a mail, and probably within 30 minutes or 1 hour, we should be able to return and see whether it is valid or not. Is internship and any research article, is this essentially any research article is needed to write on my site based on my internship activity? Then yes, if it will be published, you are going to collaborate with teams, with scientists all over the world, and you can write research, and you are going to write manuscripts if you get to stage 3 and 4. Okay, so if you do not get to that stage, you may not be able to write because you are not going to participate in any research. But if you participate in research, yes, fine, you are going to get published. Do we need to be an expert? No. When will we? You'll be assigned mentors directly when you get to stage 3. Yeah, when you get to stage 3. So, what are the activities for today? I don't need to answer that. I'm going to drop it later on. We've answered most of the questions. So yeah, we are recording this session. If you have if you do not have the opportunity to attend now and you dropped your question, yes, you can watch later and you'll be able to. So somebody just dropped one, I think. A quick one. How do we go about the journal club since we have diverse interests? Yeah, that's why I say you should use threads so that you don't confuse yourself. Just use your threads. Just use the threads. Once you submitted a journal and you search and you've downloaded it, you can upload, and then under the journal title, under the journal you've selected or you've uploaded, you can then just put it by the side. You can immediately use a thread on Slack, and then you begin your arguments and your discussions under it. What are the rewards? Like I mentioned, certification. You get some token, like Emmanuel just said, and then you also have opportunity of publishing manuscripts. Internet access. You are going to need internet access. It's a virtual internship, so internet access is very key. So if you know anybody that is still unable to attend by now, probably they should join on YouTube, or they should just wait while we upload the recorded version. If they drop their questions, we are. Somebody is asking for subtitles. Do we have anyone? If there is anyone who does not speak English, I'm going to create a channel. If there's anyone who does not speak English, you can join the channel. If there's anyone who does not speak English, I think we can get support for French and probably Spanish, but I don't know about other languages. I'm sorry. But if you have a friend that understands, but I don't know. I don't know if there will be subtitle. Maybe you can use Google Translate. Yeah, you are going to get certificate. Can we get certificate also? You are going to get certificate when you get to stage 4. You don't need to have a Linux operating system. By the way, we have partnership with Use Galaxy. So you are going to be meeting great scientists. I don't know if some of you have used Use Galaxy before. So one of the admin at Use Galaxy is going to have ask me anything question with you when I don't know, maybe stage 2 or stage 1. So yeah, get ready. We are going to meet some of our sponsors. We are going to meet interesting scientists. Trust me, we are going to meet interesting scientists. So it's about you. We prepared this for you. It's more about you. It's not really about us. So yeah, Putty for Windows 7. I think Putty should be for any version of Windows. Okay. So once again, I think there's this other question about something around time zone. You don't worry. It's a round the clock internship. We are not closing for the next 5 weeks. Once we started now, we're no longer closing. Trust me, if you send a message in the middle of the night in your country, even in your country, you will see people that will respond. People from other country will respond. So it's round the clock. Even me, I sleep, but I don't sleep much. So even me, if you still have questions that might require uh, uh, admin input, I'll be awake. And please don't always send me direct messages. It's not efficient for me because right now I have a lot of messages. In fact, some of them have been wiped off. I can't trace all of them. So instead, go to help channel, ask someone would help you. Someone would always help you on help channel. Someone would always help you. You are here for each other, okay? It's about you guys. It's about the energy. It's about the charge you can bring in. It's about the creativity. It's about your innovation skills. It's about breaking the barriers that COVID-19 has brought to us. Yeah, so we hope that this internship will be sweet for everybody and will be worth it. Your time will be worth it. So yeah, that's all from our end for the Q&A session. And okay, I think some questions are still coming in. Will we get some projects or assignments? So yeah, you'll be getting projects, you'll be getting assignments, you'll be getting, so generally I will call it tasks. You would form teams. We want you to form teams organically. And then is there a training session? No, there's no training session. So yeah, there's no training session. So thank you. There, I can't find a few channels. So you can't find all the channels. Most of the channels are locked. They are locked. So you can't just bump in. So it's until the right time you'll be added based on your biostack. Okay, one thing I also missed. Sorry, I'm going to share my screen now. It's just a very, but it's important. It's important. I'm going to share my screen now. We encourage everybody. There are two things. Okay, first of all, the fact that you are in this internship already makes you in stage 0 right now. So first of all, if you are not a workspace admin, you can't use this tag. We know we have just 10 workspace admins. So if you use this tag, I'm sorry, we'll move you to Body Thomas and you have to explain yourself there. So if you are in this internship right now, please change your workspace tag to stage 0 and then edit this and change it to maybe drug development. Okay, and then you save. So yeah, on every place my workspace tag is going to be 0. So we want everybody to do this before the end of today. This is the first and most important instruction because this will help us coordinate it and it will help us know those that are still left behind, how we can help them. Okay. If you put stage 1 and you are not in stage 1, of course, nobody is supposed to be in stage 1 by now. If you put stage 1 and you are not in stage 1, we would evict you today. We are sorry. That may seem harsh, but we will evict you because it's a very simple instruction. And if you can't follow it, sorry. So when you progress to stage 1 rather, you change it to stage 1 and you edit this as well. When you progress to stage 2, you edit stage 3. But for me, I'm a workspace admin. Don't use this, please. Don't use this. So you save. So one other thing is that you should use a very simple view profile. You should use a very simple username. My username is Wale. Make it one word. When there is a space between your name, because we are going to have tasks that we are using command lines to pass directly to Slack. By the time you generate your result from maybe Python or R or JavaScript or whatever you're using, by the time you generate your result, we'll pass that result directly into Slack. So if you have a mistake with space, Slack would reject it and you might not get promoted. Please change your name to change your display name here to, if my name is Wale, for example, or you can say Ma, or you can say Samson, or yeah, if you think somebody else is going to use it, you can say Samson 1 or Wale 1. If there's another Wale, you can say, or probably whatever you use as a username. My email, for example, is just Soga2. For example, I like using this username a lot. Or nobody should use HackBio anyway, HackBio 1. So whatever you prefer, but I'm going to use Wale because it's a simple name and I have gotten patent for it on this workspace. And it's good enough. It's also good to put a face to your name. And yeah, this is me while I was in Egypt. So I visited Egypt. If I know there are some Egyptians on the workspace. So while I was in Egypt, I took that picture and I said, I'm going to show my Egypt friends that I'm going to make on this workspace. So yeah, so that's the little instruction. So I'm sorry I missed that part because I was not supposed to take it. But yeah, can you see I have a lot of messages. Stop sending me direct messages, please. So yes, that's the end of the onboarding call. If there is still any other question, let me check that has been sent. Okay, well, you don't need to know the project in advance because when you get to the right stage, the projects that you get now are going to be, they are going to give you enough problems technically, so you don't need to stress yourself. They are going to give you enough problems, so don't bother yourself about the projects of the future. Bother yourself about now, please. I don't have knowledge of R and Python, and I am enrolled in data. Yeah, you can learn on the go. Ask questions. Get someone on the workspace. Ask who can give you quick guides. I mean, somebody can easily give you a link that you can probably just go through and understand immediately. So ask questions on the help page. Somebody is always there to help you. I will also be there to help if I can help. I'm just a small, I'm not really very good with a lot of things. Yes, right stage 0 data analysis, whatever biostack you selected when you are coming in, even if you want to change it, you can change it. Okay, yes, okay, one of our guests wants to make some input. I'm coming. Okay, yeah. So it's I think that's all basically. We still have 10 minutes. If you are still sending in questions on Slido, you can send it so we can. Okay, somebody said I should go over the changing of names. Okay. The details for the task on stage 0 will be shared immediately after this call. Will be shared immediately after this call. So don't bother. I will share it right now. Once again, let me do this again. You change your workspace tag. This is like, say, your ID card. Okay. For example, if you go to a workshop or a conference, they give you an ID card. So your ID card is going to show whether you're a student, whether you're organizers, whether you are the usher, whether you are the singer, or, I don't know. So change your workspace to 0 right now, and then put drug development or data science or data analysis or whatever you have, whatever you like at the moment. But by the time you get to stage 2, it should be fixed. You shouldn't change it again. And then for me, I'm a workspace admin. So then to edit your username, come to view profile. I'm already viewing it. Oh, let me close it. So because view profile, edit profile. Okay, so you can edit it. Is this display name you're going to edit? Is this display name that I can put, for example, I can say at Wally. Yeah, so it's giving my name. Yeah. If I want to call, I don't know, if there is somebody from Egypt, let's say, I'm coming. Okay, there's Mazakan. Okay, there's Gabriel here. I think that's it. That's an easier name. Gabriel. Okay, this is Gabriel. I can call him directly and he will get notified immediately. So that's why, and if I'm going to add someone, if I say add, I say add or invite, if I invite someone to a workspace and there's an issue with your name, I'm sorry, it's no longer our fault then. It's no longer our fault. So yes, I think I like this. A lot of people are already updating their workspace tags. So please, everybody, get your workspace tag updated. What else? Okay, yeah. People are already updating their work. So don't be left out. Update your workspace tag and let's get coordinated on the workspace. The instruction for team formation will be sent. Okay. You are going to get all the instructions immediately after this call, please. Don't ask any question about the workspace the task you are going to be given. It's going to come at the right time, just after now. So yeah, we intentionally disabled chats and voice for everybody, just to keep it coordinated. We are very sorry because we've had issues previously with that, and it causes a lot of problem. But thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thanks to the organizing, on behalf of the organizing team, rather. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. Your mentors are also waiting for you guys. They cannot wait to start working with you. They are experts in their various fields. Trust me. They're experts in their various fields. For ladies, yeah, once again, we have special packages for ladies because one of our sponsors, let's say we are gender sensitive, very, very sensitive. We want to empower women. And in fact, one of our sponsors was a woman. Is a woman, not was. Is a woman, and she specifically said she wants to know how we are going to empower ladies. And yeah, we are very, very passionate about improving and empowering women in science in this workspace. So watch out. There are a lot of packages coming up. Don't get too anxious, but be ready, be eager to take on tasks, ask questions, interact, collaborate, network, and make the best use of the internship. Speak to people, ask questions, just chat, drop opinions, okay? We are going to have competitions as well, internal competitions, just to spice up the internship. And we hope to have a fantastic experience at the end of 5 weeks. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this call. So from here, let the internship start officially.